Valparaiso University will be having in-person commencement ceremonies this year.
And COVID vaccines are now available to students ages 16 and over, and they are available to students who are not a resident to Indiana.
Happy Earth Day, everyone. Later in our broadcast, we're going to talk about some weekend showers and some warming up temperatures.
We have that and more. This edition of 15 News at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us on 15 News at 5. I'm Lizzie Nosek.
And I'm Alan Marvel.
Valparaiso University will be having in-person commencement ceremonies this year. Each student will be allowed 2 guests, and there will be a live stream happening for others. The ceremonies will be separated up for the different colleges to be able to follow safety guidelines. On Saturday, May 15th, the College of Business commencement will be at 9 a.m., followed by the College of Engineering at noon. The College of Nursing and Health Professionals will take place at 3 p.m., and the graduate school commencement will take place at 6 p.m. On Sunday, May 16th, the baccalaureate service will be held at 9:30. Seating will be limited, so registration is required. At 12:30, the first part of the College of Arts and Sciences will be happening for the Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, Music and Education, and Music. At 3:30, the second part of the College of Arts and Sciences will be happening for the Bachelor of Sciences. Students will need to fill out a form that will be emailed to them about their marching order to claim their 2 tickets and to be able to walk. Additionally, it is best to keep checking in with the Valpo Commencement website for additional announcements.
COVID vaccines will be available for students on campus this week. The vaccines are available on campus on Wednesday, April 21st and Saturday, April 24th. Students who want to get their first dose of the Moderna shot should have registered last Friday, April 16th. For students who missed this deadline, you can still receive the COVID-19 vaccine. People over the age of 16 can get a COVID-19 vaccine in Indiana, and there is no residency requirement to make an appointment. To find appointments in the area, students can check the Indiana Department of Health COVID-19 vaccine program, or by checking different pharmacy websites such as Walgreens, Kroger, CVS, and Meijer.
Valparaiso University named a new Vice President of Enrollment, Marketing, and Communications, Brian O'Rourke. O'Rourke recently served as the Vice President of Enrollment Management for Mount St. Mary's University in Los Angeles. He will start June 1st. Susan Van Zanten will be stepping down as the Dean of Christ College and Vice President for Mission and Spiritual Life. Van Zanten will be serving part-time next year before retiring. Jennifer Perot, Associate Professor of Humanities and East Asian Studies, will be filling in as an interim dean for Christ College for the 2021-2022 academic year. Additionally, Professor Kevin Gobert will be filling in as a 1-year appointment for the Executive Director of Strategic Planning.
This week's poll is out. Which season is your favorite? A, spring, B, summer, C, fall, or D, winter? Head on over to our Twitter page after the broadcast to cast your vote. We have 15 Weather Alexa Minton in the studio. So Alexa, are we going to receive any more snow?
Thanks, Alan. I'm hoping we won't see any more snow. Mostly all of that winter weather has moved off to the east. We're looking at our current temperature here in Valparaiso. It's 55 degrees with some light winds and some clouds in the sky. And as we take a look at our live look, we can see some sunshine shining down on campus, which we love to see. It's been awfully cloudy and snowy the past couple days, so it's nice to see some sunshine. When looking at our current temperatures, I said it's 55 degrees here in Valparaiso. It's 62 in Rockford, but we see some cooler temperatures off to our east with 48 in Detroit and 44 in Cleveland. Taking a look at our live radar, we don't see a lot of action. We see those clouds have finally cleared out along with the snow and all the crazy winter weather, and we can enjoy the sunshine for the rest of the day.
Thanks, Alexa. The site where Harriet Tubman and her family lived has been discovered.
A helicopter crashed just outside the Fort Rucker Army Base Tuesday morning. Stick with us. The site where Harriet Tubman and her family lived has been discovered. State and federal officials in Maryland made the announcement Tuesday at the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad Visitor Center in Church Creek. This comes after an archaeologist found a coin from 1808 along Maryland's eastern shore. Experts say that location is where Tubman, her parents, and siblings lived before she escaped slavery. Pieces of pottery, a button, and other artifacts were found in the area where Tubman's home likely stood. Between 1850 to 1860, Tubman used the Underground Railroad to rescue slaves from the South prior to the Civil War.
A helicopter crashed just outside the Fort Rucker Army Base Tuesday morning near New Brockton, Alabama. The UH-72 Lakota helicopter was on a training mission with 2 people on board when it went down. The crew was airlifted to the hospital. An update on their conditions has not been given. The helicopter sustained damage and the cause of the accident is under investigation.
An Arizona family's dog survived after jumping off a cliff and falling 200 feet. David Caltabianos has Simba's scary story. That ended well.
Simba's happy place is in the car on the way to a campsite. On Good Friday, the Golden Doodle and his mom and dad went to Oak Creek Canyon.
There's a vista that overlooks the top of it.
Ruth and Wesley Wallace got out of the car. Simba was running with joy. Wesley was standing on this rock wall, enjoying the view.
And Simba came from Ruth just full blast right up to me and just jumped and then cleared the rock wall and cleared all the cliff.
Easy to laugh about now. At the time, Ruth thought he was gone.
There's nothing that you can do at that moment, like nothing really, just like pray.
The believers took action as the husband went on a search mission before nightfall and somehow found Simba alive, approximately 200 feet from the vista. Wesley's father and a family friend used a hammock to bring the dog to safety.
When my husband called me to just say that he was alive, I couldn't believe it at first, but it was just really just a miracle.
After surgery in Phoenix, the 4-year-old fur baby is recovering from injuries.
Good boy.
Most notably on his right leg.
Oh, buddy.
It doesn't stop him from running with joy.
Probably never walk quite the same again on that leg, but still an absolute, he had bruising and stuff, but absolute miracle for falling 200 feet.
And the near-death experience won't stop the couple from bringing Simba back to his happy place in camping.
I don't think I'd take that from him.
In Dewey, David Caltabiano for Arizona's Family.
Coming up after the break, Alexa Mitten will have your full forecast.
And we'll take a look at this past week's Valpo and national sports. Stick with us.
Welcome back, guys. We are looking at around 55 degrees here in Valparaiso. Seeing some warmer temperatures off to our west with 62 in Rockford, but cooler temperatures off to our east with 48 down in Columbus. As we look at our current wind speeds, we see that cold continental polar air mass kind of be pushed right now towards the east coast with 14 miles per hour in Valparaiso and even 23 miles per hour down in Columbus area. Taking a look at our national temperatures, we see that kind of cold air moving towards New York City, giving areas such as Washington, D.C., 52 degrees, but we see some nice warm air headed in. We've got a 64 right now in Minneapolis, 63 in Bismarck, and we even have down here in Miami, we've got a nice 82 degrees. We would love to see that here soon in Valparaiso. Taking a look at our future temperatures, as we progress kind of throughout the day, headed into Friday, we do stay pretty warm, around 57 degrees. But as we kind of move through, we have a rain system that moves in. We start to cool down. So our rain's going to come in around Friday evening, and it's going to go throughout the night into Saturday morning, dropping us down to 48 degrees in Valparaiso. And as we kind of progress throughout the day, even into Sunday, we get chillier. So we're looking at 37 degrees in Valparaiso, 38 in Gary, and even 31 over in DeKalb. Taking a look as we progress then finally into Sunday evening, we stay kind of chilly around the region, but we do see some warmer temperatures, especially down near Pontiac with 53 degrees. Looking at our future temperatures for the region, we watch this kind of warm weather kind of come in around Omaha, giving it 63 degrees, 61 in North Platte, and we see that we kind of have a nice little warm pocket right here with some cool air off to our west. Looking at our future radar, we see some clouds move in throughout the day on Friday, but as we head into Friday morning hours, it's pretty clear skies. The clouds have cleared out. That won't last for long though, because as we head into Friday evening, we see some rain start to move in the Valparaiso region, especially around 10:30 p.m. We're going to have some heavier rain, and as we progress throughout the evening and head into Saturday morning, we get even heavier rain, really kind of hitting the Lansing area, especially down in Kankakee, giving us some nice thick rain coming down. As we progress throughout the day and we head into Saturday, the rain finally moves out, leaving some clouds in its midst, and then we should hopefully have some sunshine as we move on. Look at our 24-hour temperatures change. This is one of the things I think is really cool, guys. We're about to raise 13 degrees in the next 24 hours, meaning we're hopefully going to get rid of that winter weather and warm up a little bit, which is what we love to see thanks to that sunshine. We're seeing it's even going to warm up 20 degrees in Gary, Indiana, which is pretty neat, seeing we can move on to sunnier temperatures. Tonight, we're looking at a temperature drop, though, to 28 degrees, but by tomorrow, our high will be 54 degrees. Heading in and looking at our 7-day forecast, we see that we have some chillier temperatures still on Friday, some rain on Saturday and Sunday. As we move into Monday, we've got 71 degrees, and look at that, 80 degrees on Tuesday. Back to you, Alan and Lizzie. What do you think about this warm weather?
Oh, I'm so happy it's finally going to be warm weather. This is like what we wait for. This is me and Alan's cup of tea, if you will.
It really is.
It's way better than the snow we were having on Tuesday.
Oh, of course. When I woke up and I saw that snow, I was like, no.
Disappointing for late April, going into early May. Like, it was absolutely wild. So happy to see some warm temperatures coming.
Yes.
Thanks, Alexa. After the break, we'll have a recap of this past week's sports. Women's soccer made their first conference championship game this past Sunday against Loyola. Valpo's defense had a 347-minute scoreless streak going until late in the first half, when Loyola would put a goal on the board. This would be the only goal scored in the game as Valpo fell to Loyola for the second time this season. A strong run in the postseason and an amazing season comes up short in the championship game.
Baseball was in action at nationally ranked Indiana State. A doubleheader was played on Saturday. Valpo's offense, however, would not show up for either of the two games. 3 runs on 5 hits between the two games would show not to be in favor for Valpo, as they would lose both games. The third game of the series would be played on Sunday, and Valpo's offense would continue to not find its spark. 1 run on 5 hits saw Valpo lose 12-1.
Men's golf was in action this past week with a tournament at the Wright State Invitational in Ohio. Valpo looked to continue a strong season, and they did. Sophomore Caleb Van Aragon would earn individual medalist honors after a 3 under 68 to come back from 5 shots back. Valpo would also finish the tournament in second as a team only behind hosts Wright State.
Valpo football played their last game of the season on Saturday at Brown Field. Valpo was looking to have a winning season and finish at a strong 4-2 record. However, season favorite San Diego was in town. San Diego would be first to score with just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Valpo would be quick to answer as freshman Charlie Maxwell would return the ensuing kickoff 86 yards to even up the score. San Diego's next drive would result in a touchdown. However, the extra point would be blocked. Valpo would tack on a field goal in the second quarter to go into the half down 13-10. In the third quarter, Valpo would tack on their second field goal of the day to even the score at 13. Freshman Keon Turner would force his 6th turnover of the season at Valpo's own 28-yard line, stopping a crucial San Diego drive. San Diego would take the lead halfway through the fourth quarter with another touchdown. However, once again, the point after would be blocked by Valpo. Valpo would have one last chance to take the lead after getting the ball back late in the game. A crucial 21-yard pass to get Valpo's offense moving towards the goal line. Another 8-yard pass was completed to move Valpo into the red zone. With 21 seconds left in the game, Valpo would score a touchdown pass to tie the game 19-19. Valpo would convert the point after and take the lead. Even after a late push by San Diego, Valpo would hold them off with a late turnover to win 20-19. This would move Valpo to a winning record of 4-2 and would be Valpo's best season since 2003. I can't believe Valpo actually scored won 4 games this year. That's crazy
I
considering last year they
know.
only won 1.
I know. I saw all the videos of everyone ringing the victory bell for the football game, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know. I spent most of the afternoon outside, and that's all I heard all afternoon was
Yes.
different people ringing that bell.
Go Valpo. I love that. I love that. After the break, we will have a final look at the weather.
Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we see that we have 59 on Friday as our high and 44 in the evening. As we progress throughout the week, we see a nice little temperature dip on Sunday, cooling down for the rain. But as we head into next week, we get to see some warmer temperatures with a high of 82 on Tuesday. That's pretty amazing. Can't believe to see that. We'll go ahead and head back to the desk.
Thanks, Alexa. Hey, I have a question for you. This one came from a viewer. If you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be and why?
I don't know what I'd say. I'd like to think that I would be a koala because I love giving hugs, but I think sometimes I'm a little more intense and focused, so I might say, I don't know, Alan mentioned earlier a lion. What about you guys? What animal would you think you would be?
I think personally, I would probably be a dolphin. I just relate with
see it.
dolphins so
I
much.
could
I
see
just
it.
have so much energy. Lizzie, how about you?
Ellen said I would be a baby elephant, which I think
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
disagree with.
It
I
does.
don't disagree. That's very cute. Yes.
Well, if you have a question for us, send it out our way on Facebook or Twitter, and we might answer it. You can send screenshots of forums, questions you've been asked, or questions that you have yourself.
From all of us here at VUTV, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next Thursday on 15 News for our final newscast.